Hey, everybody, Off the Mic Sports Network here. Another edition of Off the Top Rope. Some more dynamite reaction here. So MJF's in the Hurt Syndicate. How about that? Cool. I don't, I don't know what the hell this means moving forward. But I mean, at least they kind of developed something to get to the point, and they're going to do a contract signing next week. MVP kind of teased tension. One thing that was kind of funny, but also kind of cringe. So MJF knew that he was maybe going to be kind of fucked, and basically was saying, "Hey, we'll see you in the ring. We'll give you our answer there." And it seemed like they were going to potentially beat the shit out of him. So MJF doesn't come out. He's hiding in Gorilla behind Tony Khan, and Tony Khan, like the kid in preschool, is just pointing behind him, saying, "Hey, he's right there." It's the most cringe thing of all time. And it's like Tony Khan, whenever he gets on camera, just looks like the biggest geek of all time. So I'm sorry. That just made me laugh. But okay. So on to MJF. I still can't believe that this is the longest rating world champion in the history of this company. And he's now acting like the biggest geek of all time in terms of, oh my God, the cool kids accepted me. Like, there's got to be something more here. There has to be, right? Because if MJF's just going to be in this Hurt Syndicate, the fuck are we going to do? If MJF's just going to be in the Hurt Syndicate, like, it feels so strange to see. Like, there has to be some sort of end game here, because tag team division, whatnot. I really just don't know where this is all going. Again, I think that it's going to be Hurt Syndicate versus FTR at some point, getting the championships, and then that's going to lead to Adam Copeland and Christian reuniting for All In Texas to take on FTR. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's just my opinion, and I'll talk about this in another video at some point. I think the tag division's a fucking joke in AEW, but that's neither here nor there. But back to MJF here for a second. It's really remarkable, and I've talked about this on other videos. It's really remarkable what has happened to MJF just this year. Just this year. Since he beat Adam Cole in a feud that continued for no reason whatsoever, that they just wanted to get done, this guy was teasing a feud with Jeff Jarrett. He lost to Hangman. At the last pay-per-view, he was sitting in the front row helping the Hurt Syndicate win a tag team match that they didn't need his help for, because let's face it, it's Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. The fuck are we doing? And then, he's literally been begging the Hurt Syndicate. He gave I think it was a Maserati or a Lamborghini. It was a fancy ass car. Bobby Lashley pretty much stole it from him. He was made out to look like a geek, and he finally gets the gratification and finally gets what he wants from the Hurt Syndicate and their approval. And now they're going to do this contract signing next week. My guess is that this is all going to be a swerve. And I think that, it's going to be MJF in a match at Double or Nothing, probably against Bobby Lashley. Maybe. I mean, I know they're teasing, but actually, it probably won't be a match. It should be. But now that I just remembered this, they basically, they're taping this on Collision. Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rhodes are going to take on Crew, which is Action Andretti and Leo Rush. So that's setting up for a match at Double or Nothing. So I don't know what this contract signing is going to do. I sure as hell hope that they're going to do something, because MJF's trying. He's so damn entertaining, but it just feels like this guy is so far away from where he was 2 years ago when he was the world champion. And remember, he returned at Double or Nothing last year. He may not even have a place on the card. He wasn't on the last pay-per-view. This guy started the year feuding with Jeff Jarrett. Thank God they moved off of that. He lost, which is very rare for him. He lost to Hangman. I don't know if that's going to be a direction that they pivot to at some point later in the year to revisit that feud, because I think there's still a ton of meat on the bone from that. But yeah, man, this has been a strange thing that I can't put my finger on where they're going with this, because MJF is way too smart of a character, at least he's been presented that way, to act like such a fucking geek and just be punked out by these guys. Granted, in a ring, when you stand next to Bobby Lashley, literally any man standing next to Bobby Lashley is going to look small. And even Shelton Benjamin is built like a brick house too. So it's a really strange dynamic that's playing out, and I can't help but think, guys, this was the longest reigning AEW World Champion in the history of this company. This guy was thought to be like, a future cornerstone. And in the last handful of months, he has not been presented very well. He had that short international American championship run. He had the random ass feud with, what's now Paragon. And, he's done nothing this year. And we're about to get to another pay-per-view, and he's may not be on the show, at least in a match, which is bizarre to me. Really, it's strange. So, anyway, I'll have another video about the tag team division separate from this, but I wanted to focus on MJF in this video. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.